Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me today. I am on site. This is going to be our first on-site live.
Yes.
I'm usually like broadcasting from my house or from my office. And this time we are actually at the site location for the summer camp of Young Engineers Tallahassee.
Correct.
Right? And currently right now it's at Governor's.
Going shorter academy. Yeah.
I'm gonna get around. I'm gonna get around.
Yes.
So I'd rather, no, thank you so much, Kasimu.
Yes.
I always mix up Kasimu and Khary because they're like twins. And they are twins. I'm like, they're not like twins, they're twins.
Mm-hmm.
Identical.
Identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like
Mm-hmm.
okay, so yeah, no, we thought it would be fun to showcase some of your team members and some of the projects that you guys are working on.
Yes.
Khary is rallying up the crowd of young folks, actually teenagers.
Some of our staff and some of the students who are participating in the camp who've been engaged in a lot of really cool activities, and we can actually demonstrate a few as well that they've been working on. So it's
It's
been great. Yeah, it's been a great experience, and it's great to watch the kids as they learn and to show them, the different fields of STEM, and just kind of really harness their interest and kind of really stimulate that pathway for them. So
okay, cool, awesome. And it looks like they got some folks here that are willing to share about their experience and things that they put together and built. Do you want to go ahead and we can go ahead and I'll go ahead and just
and we have Elizabeth and Deanna.
Yeah,
they're in our middle school class. Yeah.
And grab your chairs.
And we have Trenton, who's one of their teachers. Oh, yeah, you can say introduce yourself. Yeah, Hey guys.
We are winging this, guys. This is the first time we're doing actually an on-site. Obviously, I'm not like those major news networks that has multiple camera setups or anything like that. Yeah. But we were thinking, even after this, Khary, you could even use the link you have access to. And if you were to go upstairs, and you can give us a tour from that point too. Yes. So thank you so much for having me here today to talk about your experience. Go ahead and introduce yourself one by one.
I'm Elizabeth.
Yes, and then
I'm Miana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Trenton.
I'm Trenton. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and rotate here.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit. You can tell us your grade. You don't have to tell us too much more info. And then just talk about what you learned so far and how long have you been participating this summer?
Oh, I'm in 6th grade and I've been participating for this week and last week. So I'm kind of new.
Is this your first year doing it?
This is my first year going in 6th grade, so I'm very excited.
That's awesome. What about you?
I'm going to 7th grade, and I've been here since the 2nd week of the Lego Safari Camp, and this week, and I'm hopefully going to be here in the following weeks after this.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we have some high school camps going on, or a high school camp going on for 2 weeks, and we're trying to get them in there too.
Yeah.
They're really bright. They're absolutely fun.
This is great. And I've actually had 3 of my kids participate 1 week, and then my son asked to be, he's going to be in high school, but he has to be again participating his 2nd week.
Yeah.
And he actually said that he was inspired to become an engineer.
That's awesome.
I feel like that's success for y'all.
Yeah.
and so, yeah, I mean, we've been encouraging my husband and I have been encouraging our kids to really consider technology. So what made you want to sign up for this program? Did you want to, or did your parents were like, you should do this?
No, I was the one that tried to convince my mom.
I love it.
I want to be an engineer when I grow up. I've wanted to since 3rd grade. And when I was in 5th grade, there was an after-school program going at my school. And I was like, Mom, can I sign up? Can I sign up? It was the Young Engineers. And I actually got a scholarship from them to join here. So it was free for me.
Oh, I love that story. So then you're having fun?
Yeah, I'm really having fun.
Awesome. What about you? What made you want to sign up?
I wasn't exactly sure of this at first. I was just planning on playing around with Legos, since me and my brothers, we usually play around with Legos a lot around my house.
Yeah.
I sort of got convinced into coming here because of my little brother.
Mhm.
And
But then you
then
ended up liking it, I'm guessing.
and then on the second week, by the end of it, I was like, wow, I really want to come back. And so I asked my mom, instead of just like this week not doing anything, can I go back to Governor's Charters? And she was like, yeah,
that's
sure, go ahead.
great.
Yeah.
And I could tell you're having a great time doing
Oh
it.
man,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like a dream job.
We
Yeah,
had to,
so-
we
I've
had,
had
we
a
both had
great
to convince
time.
her to let her, to get her.
Yeah, her
Convince
mom
her
was
mom.
like, her mom thought she couldn't sign up for week 5, and I'm like, no, you can sign up. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
not like you can sign up any individual week. It's not a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so
This
we should
is
get
like the
back.
longest summer, right? That you guys are doing this
Yeah,
program.
like last.
I'm not
Love
sure.
it.
This is not my first. This is the first time working with. This is the first. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I started for this summer camp. It's the
Yeah.
first time I ever worked at a company.
Well, it's okay. To my knowledge, because I was a parent who saw this after the fact last year, I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I knew about it.
Yeah.
So last year it was shorter, but this
Oh,
year
okay.
they have more weeks. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I better sign up this time.
Yeah,
You know.
and we have the high school camp after too, and we've been taking like obviously these two. Any kids that are have really prestigious, they're showing like huge interest and they're doing it very well. We think they could fit in the high school camp. We're absolutely happy to have them. It's not like age restricted at all. We don't try to like put that boundary there. You know, we don't believe that the age should be what determines how
Like,
much
I
information
know,
you get to learn, you know?
it would be, and I feel like that's why Young Engineers
Mhm.
grew pretty quickly, because there's a big need for this type of education handed to multiple kids at a young age.
Yeah,
So
like
then
there
what-
are some
yeah.
3rd and 4th grade
Yeah.
students that are in the class right now. Some are in like most of them are in 3rd. There's
Mhm.
like one 4th grader,
Mhm.
and they're in the class right now. Mostly because their family is also in there, and him.
So then when you were in 3rd grade, you knew, how did you get into the idea of like, okay, I want to be an engineer? I'm just curious.
Well, I watch YouTube a lot,
Uh-huh.
and there's this YouTuber called Mark Rober.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna guess. I was like, let me guess. Mark Rober. Yeah, he's made a huge impact.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mark Rober, and have you read the book? I forgot what it's called, but it's about African American women who worked at NASA.
Oh no.
And
don't
they
know the
all-
title.
I forgot
Oh,
what
I
it's
I
called.
know there's a movie.
There's a
that was
movie.
inspired by it.
Yeah, there's also it's basically inspired by
I know
it.
what you're talking
I
about.
read the book.
Taraji Henson played the big
Like-
part.
I read a book, and there was a girl. There was a woman, and they're being an engineer, but they didn't think she would be able to do it because she's a woman. And
Right.
that's what's inspired me to be a lot, because I'm like, I can show people wrong.
I love
Oh,
this. This girl is amazing.
Both of these two are
So
absolutely
then,
brilliant.
did you guys know each other before? Or you met through the
We
summer
met
camp?
through here.
Oh,
We met through the
cool.
camp.
Are you guys in the same school or just different school?
No, a different
Okay.
school.
I'm going to an entirely different school.
Oh, that's what's great about camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually anybody.
Yeah, I'm like one of those people who like to get out of the house.
So then, do you also have an inspiration to get into tech and engineering after this?
A little bit, because my dad works for CityWorks, and so
Oh,
he's kind of like a technical engineer that's creating and fixing programs. So he gets like calls all the time saying, "Hey, I need you to come fix this program for me. It's acting up," and he goes in and he fixes it. And I remember sometimes I would come into the dining room table and he would be there just trying to fix it up, and he'd tell me about it.
Yeah.
And so I see like all the colorful pie charts and all that kind of stuff, and I'd be like, "Wow,
That's
that's
so
nice."
great. Oh man, he must be so proud after he watches this recording, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, but cool. Okay, so you wanted to show us a little bit, right,
Yeah,
on
we
some
can-
of the
yeah, we
projects
can-
that you're working on?
yeah.
Yep.
Did you want to grab them here? We can actually also go there.
I can
But what's
grab them.
easier?
Oh.
Yeah, you can bring it here. Cool. Feel free to set up, and then because I wonder if Khary found the link. Okay, awesome. Oh, that's really cool. I think what I can do. Let me also take out the-
Um,
it for a few. And I muted guys because I'm gonna hop with my phone on so that you can have a better angle on of these really cool gadgets. Looks like circuit boards. Are they? What
Yeah,
are they?
they're breadboards.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, go ahead and tell us a little bit about this project.
Well, these two actually are together. This when they get their code and stuff in them, they already have it technically in them, but it needs to be plugged into the laptop. This thing, you see this? You can't see it, but there'll be like a little light going through when you do it. You can't see it right now because it's not on.
Yeah.
But only like cameras and stuff, like your phone camera, can see the light. It's not an LED light or anything. This will transmit the data what this thing is doing to this. This will pick up the data and tell this right here, the fan, to do what it needs to do.
That's really cool. So he's getting that started, and I'm looking for this link.
I'm gonna explain about this one. So Trent, him and his friends decided to do this kind of music coding thing, and different websites and stuff. So his friend would grab the guitar and start playing notes, and Trent would put each and every one of these tiny little wire
Wow.
inserts in there.
Yeah.
And the
there's a lot
light
of them.
and the lights, I'm pretty sure,
The LED
also connect to
lights.
this. The light and everything also connect to this, so they're both like that. Like this, what can tell the lights to turn on or music to start playing. Like he even made I'm curious, but he made the Gravity Falls theme song on it.
On here. This is why all the wires are in there, because each one of them resembles a different note for the Gravity Falls. So Khary setting that up for us.
Also
Yeah,
for
we
the
got-
light.
So the speaker on here is what plays the song, and then all the other LEDs and stuff we have is for another code
Yeah.
that can also run on here, which will work with that IR receive or transmitter, and it will receive it, and you can like move the joystick, and it'll do certain like different stuff. Like you can and you can also do it on. I have an IR infrared remote too. That'll work on that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the infrared remote makes it light up.
Mhm.
Don't have a button to press for that though.
And to do the music.
Yeah, for the music.
It looks like we got some other engineers. Oh, are you guys grabbing stuff? Okay, awesome. You're also part of the CNC. Okay, cool. Let me just see really quick. Because it's not feeling. It's okay.
It won't. Well, we can't have joystick, but I can do it with this.
Yeah.
That batteries are-
Wait a minute. Ethan's sister is here.
We got more folks. Yay.
Ethan didn't want to come today.
Okay,
You don't want to go.
so
Yeah.
is there anything else that you wanted to share with us a little bit? So just because, like, this is great. I mean, like, this stuff, you guys understand this more
You
than
see the green
the
board on
average
there?
person out there
The
right
green board is called a Raspberry Pi.
now. Oh,
It's called Raspberry
that's
Pi.
what I've always heard about it, but I've never
It's
seen it.
PY,
Some
not
people mistake them for like
PYE.
some people like
PY. Yeah. A PI. Yeah. Raspberry Pi. PI.
when I
right.
first saw them, I mistake them for like motherboards, but then I was like, wait. Then they told me, no, it's just a Raspberry Pi, and that made me hungry for Raspberry Pi.
You probably could do your own YouTube channel. I could tell.
No, I do have one.
Somebody says hi. I can't tell who's saying hi, but someone from LinkedIn says hi to me. So thank you for watching. You guys have a good audience size, actually. You got 11 folks watching from different channels.
Well,
Um,
my parents have a YouTube channel too.
oh my gosh, you guys
And
tell
I'm
me
in it.
about it.
It's
Really?
it's
What's it called?
it's
Give a shout
happy,
out.
it's Best Fish Happiness.
And they're here?
Well, no, it's my parents and I. Like we have a whole YouTube. It's funny.
I mean, like
It's-
they're based here. They're obviously from Tallahassee too.
Mhm.
Awesome.
They're
We'd love
from
to see
here.
their channel. Okay. Let me see. Trenton, did you want to talk more about like what you were able to set up?
It's hard. to
Yeah,
find.
so actually, I can do just about everything. I'll need a second computer to use the IR transmitter, but I have a remote and it effectively does the same thing.
Okay.
The first, and I think it'll be loud
So
enough.
feel free to
So-
let hear.
Okay, yeah, this will be the Gravity Falls theme song.
Oh, cool. I wish you guys could see. I mean,
Yeah, you can move it.
It
Yeah.
took
okay. We
This
got
is about the same exact.
some engineers here
I think I
dancing
get
a little bit.
nervous.
About music.
It took him like forever to do this because he had his friend who's really good at music.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Tell him what notes it were, and he had like a notebook thing to look up everything.
That
Yeah,
is
'cause
so neat.
took
I
him,
can't
like-
read sheet music, but my friend can.
Yeah.
So he read the whole song, or the sheet music for the song, and told me what note it was. And they have online you can see like the frequency conversion for
Yeah.
the notes,
Yeah.
and then we just sat there and converted the frequencies, did the
So
timing.
you guys did a lot of the.
No, it was him and his friend.
Oh, yeah, me and my
Oh.
friend worked on it.
That's
But
great.
this one we actually built in class with them two,
Yeah.
and I think it unplugged.
It took him a while to get
So I
that
have to
thing
plug this
running.
back in.
Well, I coded this.
Yes.
I coded this thing.
Ooh, you coded too.
Kind
Wow.
Let me get these plugged in because the wires look like they.
And I know
fell out.
Khary's there. Like Khary, did you to check in your email the link?
Yeah.
So test it out with your phone. You can. I can see you on the backstage. So when you're ready to like even walk upstairs, if you want to do a quick tour of the setup and,
Okay.
and all the equipment, you
Yeah.
can remotely from there just give us a quick tour of all the classes and stuff.
Okay.
While they
The
show
table,
us this
we're
stuff,
at
and
a-
I'll pull you in later.
Everybody in our class has a desk,
Uh-huh.
but
We have
I
a
chose
nice
the
table.
Yeah, we have a big table
we
with
have
all of
like
our.
this big table near
stuff
the
all over
window, and I chose that seat because it's away from everybody and I can be distracting sometimes.
Yeah.
And she sits right next to me, and we're just best friends from there. And we have a bunch of stuff on the table right now
Also fun
because we're
thing-
working on like a light board. You
Yeah.
know what a light right is?
I've heard. I mean, I have to think.
It's like those little. You have like little LEDs, and you
Yeah.
punch them through the paper
Yeah.
with the designs on them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what we did, and it's not. We haven't fully gotten. We
It's
have
not
all the
done
LEDs
yet.
built out, but they're not all plugged in yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have to do them individually,
And
and
the
it kind
whole-
of takes a little bit.
And it's spelled
Yeah, science. Yeah.
Scientia, and it will glow when you turn it on. It's just-
Yeah.
Is it upstairs?
Yeah. It's
yeah,
up
it's,
there.
it's in
But
our
it's
room.
not
We're
finished.
still working on it.
It's still in
I
progress.
know. I'm like, I thought she sent it.
And another funny thing
I
is
feel like
that all of our class is boys. Me and her are the only two girls
Yeah,
in
but
the
the
entire
other-
class, except for one other female teacher. We're
You're-
the only girls in the
But
class.
you're at an advantage because like there's not a lot of women, young ladies in the field. So your chances of getting a job even after high school is not
A lot higher.
yeah. I
Well, and so that's one of the big things we're trying to do. Is I know we've kind of got somewhat of a reputation as being like a boys' club, sort of. Unfortunately, because
Because most boys.
that's just kind of it's just sort of how society is and
Yeah,
how they see it.
some kids here their parents made them come, and they can be a little bit distracting in class, but they're learning stuff.
Yeah, but we've also had times where parents will send their son to the camp, but they won't send their daughter, and they think like they can't sign their daughter up, and we're like, no, we want more women here.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. We're trying to get everybody in the field, but women especially because they are less likely to go into that field.
Right.
And I mean, so many of them are so intelligent. I mean, these guys probably fully outrank the rest of the class that we had.
When I was in fifth
Yes.
grade, I was tested at my school to see if I would go into the gifted program. I passed.
Oh,
And
awesome.
I'm going to Fairview IB Prep program.
Oh yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
Great, you're all ready. I mean, okay, I finally found the link, and I'm going to see if I can bring in my photo, my little link here, and pop on this broadcast from my phone because I want to be able to show people from this perspective.
Yeah. like,
What
I'm
happened to the little
looking top
kids?
No, I have the other one. I have a bunch of kids coming in if you want to interview them as well.
Okay, cool, awesome. Because hopefully my Wi-Fi doesn't like. Shoot. Okay, I'll just type in.
Another multiple projects we worked on include RC cars.
Yeah, when my mom was dropping me off one day,
Oops, sorry.
Engineers, and it's like, yeah.
That's my fault. Hello. Testing. Hello. We take care of ourselves.
Pretty much.
Well, it doesn't hear. They don't hear it.
Pretty
They don't
much.
hear it. Okay. So this one is it'll turn the motor on from the radio. So it's an infrared sensor down here. And so it'll actually pick up the infrared signals from the remote. So I'll go ahead and run this over here. And if we send it, I get on this side of the remote, it'll actually turn it on.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so the fan will go.
And since the wires are opposite, it will spin reverse, making the wind go downwards. That's because these aren't put in the right position.
Well, at least you know what you're doing.
Yeah, so on DC motors, the way, depending on which way you have the electricity flowing through it, it'll turn the motor in a certain direction. So if you swap what end you have positive and negative on, it'll go in the opposite direction. And so that's why you can get air down or up, depending on which way you have the positive and negative side.
I'm sure you lost me already because
Yeah.
but that's amazing. I'm just impressed that you guys already know this and learned how to do this at a young age. This is really exciting.
And then this one will work similarly. I gotta swap the connection here.
Oh, I should have brought my laptop because I have two coded a game and something that I could show y'all.
We'll be coming. She'll be back in. We'll be doing the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll swap it. So
Yeah, I'll put
same
that
thing
aside.
with the remote is if I turn this on, or I think this is running the right one.
Might be
Because the
different
infrared
cables.
signals on this side.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I turn, thought I had it. I might take that one off, but these should still work.
Yeah.
Probably some of the wires got disconnected.
It's okay.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm not sure. It gets moved around a lot.
No, yeah.
You know, I have all the kids.
I mean,
wanna see it.
obviously, like this looks very complicated, but you explained it to them and how it works. And then we got
Yeah.
little kids on the other side, waiting to hop onto.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
We are super excited about this. This is pretty cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And when you go upstairs, we have some stuff up there that we can show off as well.
Awesome.
Well, that's a-
Perfect kid, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, guys.
Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
You guys sit over there. You guys sit over there.
Wow, we got a good crowd here. Wow. Okay.
All right, so yeah, Ashlyn's gonna be interviewing her.
Yeah. Do you want? Let's see. Do you want? What would you like to do? Because we have a nice, good crowd. Do you
They can
want
stand
them to-
behind you. Just
Okay.
behind her, yeah.
Okay.
So
Like we
Ashlyn
could
can
even
sit.
have them sit
Yeah.
there, and then I can just bring
Yeah,
the
talk to
camera
you.
over that way.
I'm in.
How about
I'm in. Sit. I'm in. Go in the
Oh,
back. I'm on.
Oh, you're ready to hop on.
You guys come to the front here. Yeah, come up here. Right here. Stay right here.
That's okay. I know they're confused.
Sorry.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, perfect. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us. Wow, I didn't expect such a good sized group of a welcoming group. So, you're all in the. Are you guys, Okay. Y'all having fun? You guys having fun? You guys learning a lot?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let me remember this is a recording, and we want to have a nice representation of young engineers, right? So let's try to keep our hands to ourselves. And why don't y'all, we can one by one introduce ourselves. Let's start with, let me guess, your teacher for the camp this time. No? Yes, volunteer.
Yes.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then y'all can one by one from this side to this side introduce yourselves with your first name.
I'm Miss Ashlyn, and I'm a third grade teacher.
Oh, awesome. Go ahead. What's your name?
Just the first name.
Yeah, just the first name.
And I'm in going to fourth grade.
Awesome.
I'm Donovan, and I'm going to fifth grade.
Awesome.
I'm Ahmad, and I'm going to third grade.
Nice. Go ahead.
You skipped turn.
Yeah, you can go first.
My name is Nyla, and I'm going to the fifth grade.
Wow. What a good representation. Next.
My name is Ari, and I'm going to the fourth grade.
My name is Spencer, and I'm going into third grade. My name is Christian, and I'm going to fourth grade. My name is Grace, and I'm going to second grade.
My name is Troy, and I'm going to fifth grade.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. What are you guys all learning right now? Yes, we could
We're
have
all learning about space.
space. Awesome. What about you?
How to do corky and coding.
Wow, you're already coding at your age?
Yes.
It's amazing.
I was coding at that age as well.
That's
Me too.
wonderful. I know someone here. Black hole. Is that what you're like into right now? Cool. What about you?
I'm making animals with Legos.
Animals? Legos? I love Legos. Aren't they super popular? Yeah. Did you want to say something? Come on and scoot up. I know it sounds like you want to. What are you learning?
I'm also learning about space.
Space. Awesome. What about you? Anyone else? I feel like you raise your hand. Yeah.
We're learning about space, and my project is on a galaxy.
Oh wow. Y'all, I don't know how the teachers keep up with all these different projects and experiments. Oh, it looks like you want to say something. Yeah.
So we're doing space. I drew like a galaxy, a spiral galaxy,
Uh-huh.
like the Milky Way, and I'm working on a star with Grace over here.
Oh, that's great. So you guys are partnered up to work on the same project.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Y'all look looking like y'all are having a lot of fun. And I think your main, well, I would love to ask her some questions. And if just for like, if it's all right with you, did you want us to like talk about anything specific, or you can go ahead and take them back?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. It was nice to meet y'all. Thank
Nice to
you
meet
so
you.
much.
Nice to meet you too.
Mr. Khary will give us a quick tour with his phone, and he'll probably show some of your projects upstairs, because I'm not taking this big computer upstairs, but he will hop on. And so thanks so much for hopping on, and I hope your parents will be happy. Okay, I'll scoot in here. I had this little chair right here. Yeah, so hopefully the internet cooperated. Did he want you guys to hop on too? But yeah, if he said, I want you guys to,
Will you edit this later?
no, this is live.
It's live right now. I just heard that.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. It's not like we don't have a huge audience.
The baby chair.
Don't be nervous. No one's gonna hurt. No one's gonna bite. We do just do highlights of the interview. Like we capture highlights, and this is next time, since Khary wants to do this again, we will have a better setup on site. But this was a good first run. I didn't realize it would be meeting amazing kids, 10 plus amazing kids today.
Yeah.
So you guys are volunteers?
Right, yeah.
Awesome. Are you guys college students?
No, we were high school students.
Yeah, you look pretty young for college. So then, are you in high school?
I'm in college.
Okay, which college?
I go to Auburn, actually.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
But I'm
And-
from Tallahassee.
Yeah, so you're
yeah.
here volunteering.
Well, I'm working.
Oh,
Yes, that's
awesome. That's great. And then you guys, I'm guessing, are volunteering.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. That's very cool. So I'm also guessing you have an interest in engineering and you want to have that
Of course,
in your
yeah.
future. So one by one, reintroduce yourself, just because we met so many amazing kids earlier. And then talk about what type of engineering you want to get into and why did you get into engineering?
Okay, so I'm Ashlyn. I'm actually a nursing major. So the health sciences, I really love like the health sciences and kind of teaching kids about like science, the human body, mainly focusing like biology, stuff like that. And so I really enjoy that and like tying that into the overall topics of STEM and engineering.
I love
And
it.
then my fellow like colleagues too. We can go hand in hand with like the health sciences and then engineering too. So I think that's really cool.
That's great.
I'm Rich here. I'm currently heading into my 11th grade, so my junior year. My personal interest right now would be biomedical engineering, simply because there are several advancements that can be pieced together to create, a final product. So, and that was something that just struck me at a really young age. I think probably the only reason I actually got into it was I played this one video game where this guy replaces his hand with a completely prosthetic hand, and you can't even tell it's fake.
Wow.
And I was like, man, I want to see that in real life. And that's actually my long-term goal, to create something somewhat close to that. And I figured that what better way than to join this program and see, if there's something I could get out of it, which I did actually.
Yeah. Sometimes the best way to learn is actually helping someone figure out how to learn it too.
Of course, you can
do like teaching. Yeah, that's great. Do you already have an idea of what university you want to go to?
I mean, I know Harvard STEM Cell Lab is up there, but it's pretty competitive nowadays. So
You'd be. I actually have a friend who goes to Harvard, and he's in the medical program, and he just finished actually in grad school. He was an FSU undergrad here, and so I'd be happy to connect you, and he might be able to. Yeah,
that might be cool.
yeah. That's exciting. And you grew up here in Tallahassee.
For the most part,
Yeah.
I've traveled throughout the states.
And you grew up here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, born in Massachusetts, then moved to Detroit,
Oh.
then Chicago, then down
A
here.
lot of moving.
Yeah, a lot of moving.
And how about you? Your
My
name?
name's Surya. I'm in 10th grade. I go to Childs High School. I'm more interested in the computer science field.
Mm-hmm.
My parents did the same thing, so it kind of just transitioned down to me, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
It's very practical. My husband majored in computer science. He went to Georgia Tech.
yeah, that's one of the schools that I'm interested in.
Yeah, it's a good school. It's one of the top.
And yeah, I mean, I guess
Auburn too. No, but yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
kind of what my parents did, so they kind of taught me how to do years.
How'd you hear about Young Engineers? What made you guys want to volunteer? Because I mean, I know you mentioned why, but like, how'd you hear about Young Engineers?
Well, actually, there was this one competition I was volunteering at through my school. I think it was called like Math Stars or Star Math or something.
Oh yeah.
There was a Young Engineers booth over there, and I couldn't help but check it out because it did seem kind of cool,
Yeah.
And I decided to check it out. I saw the pamphlet. Everything looked all dandy and fine. Like I kind of wanted to go there. So a few days later, I'm on the website, and now I realize that I kind of wanted to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to do this.
It's growing. I mean, last year when I had met Khary and Kasimu, when they were just experimenting with the idea of just getting started, it was just maybe a week or two for their camp. And I said, okay, next year I'm definitely going to get my kids in. And it's growing. Like there's a huge demand for it. So
Cool.
it's really cool that you guys are volunteering and working for a program like this and really helping this team out. So, so were you going to answer? Sorry, were you
Yeah,
going to say
my school, like my office, like the guidance area, they had sent out like a request kind of for the
Oh,
like,
great.
newsletter type thing. So that's how I found out.
This is awesome. I'm so
Yes.
glad. Yeah. Okay, awesome. We have another part of staff, I'm guessing.
Yes.
That's great. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to share really quick about what you guys are working on? And
So currently we're learning on maintaining and calibrating 3D printers. I work with FDM, he works with resin printers. Overall, I'm surprised to say this, but this is a two-way learning experience because I learned something new while I help, teach things to other students or set up things for other students. And that's the cool part about it. It's not simply you doing menial tasks. It's really you learn something out of it. You get something out of it.
this is cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, I want to be in the camp. When are they going to do one for the adults, right? Like, there's a bunch of adults that need to learn a lot of these things. This is really cool. I don't know if you guys have to head back to your classes because I'm sure they're super maxed out. It looks like we got more staff. Like Khary's like throwing me curveballs here. But yeah, you're welcome to like go upstairs and then tell Khary to hop on from his phone, so then that way he could show some of the stuff you guys are
We'll be
working
sure to
on.
relay that to him.
Yeah, he
Thank
can
you so
remotely
much.
just be from
Thank you.
upstairs. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It was nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And tell him to give my info to you.
Of course, thank
About
you.
this one. Yeah, you can stay here.
Okay.
Unless you have to head back to your
No, I think
Yeah.
Mara's up there. They're doing
Yeah.
like Corky with the robots and
Okay,
everything.
okay,
So they're
perfect.
teaching him how to do
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors.
Because I wanted to, because I'm guessing you don't want to be alone. No, because I wasn't sure if you're going to be alone. And I was like, oh, let's just pair you all together.
I don't know. You know, he
Wow.
just told me yesterday. He's like, yeah, can I get you to do the podcast? And I was like,
I love it.
but what are we going to be talking about?
I know. He's so funny. Yeah, he's with a lot of curveballs. Did I meet you on that one last call? No. Okay. So this is our first time meeting. What is your name? Go ahead and introduce yourself. And then say if you're in college, you don't look like you're in high school.
No.
So,
Yeah.
you know, and then which, you know, I guess what are the backgrounds, your expertise, and what you've been experiencing teaching here, volunteering here for the camp?
Sure. So my name is Kazi Henry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet-
Julia, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Julia. My background is in biomedical engineering.
Oh,
I'm actually
cool.
a rising senior in biomedical engineering. So yeah, my final year. Some of the things that I've been teaching the
Which
students.
college?
Oh, sorry, FSU. But I'm at the FAMU FSU.
Oh, the College of Engineering. Yeah,
It's a joint
which
school.
is great in
Yeah.
high school.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. So great faculty, great programs, everything. I'm loving it so far.
That's great.
But yeah, so do you want to do your intro first and then we talk about what we teach them?
I'm down with whatever. I'm
Yeah.
And,
Well, I'm Michaela
I'm guessing
Jones.
FAMU.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll give it away.
representing.
Today was a chill day, so I
Yeah.
was like, let's whip out the family. It's very rare coming from me, but yeah, I'm Michaela Jones, go by MJ for the students, and I'm a fourth year biological systems engineering scholar with a concentration in natural resources.
Wow.
I'm actually graduating in December, so woo, I'm finally out of here.
Yes, almost done.
Yeah, almost out. What else were we talking about?
Okay, you did the
Just like your,
background.
and then how'd y'all find out about Young Engineers?
Well, actually, I found out from a classmate of mine.
Yeah.
CJ, we call him, but his name is Chinadum.
Uh-huh.
Super cool guy, and he was just, we were talking about one day in class, and he's like, yeah, I do this after school tutoring thing and stuff like that. It's called Young Engineers, and I said, okay, you might have to come check it out.
Yeah.
I love working with kids and teaching them like concepts that they might think they can't learn it, but I know they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like definitely encouraging them to be the next generation of, either engineering or mathematicians, physicists, those kind of things. I think that everyone who's curious about learning these type of disciplines
Yeah.
should definitely have the opportunity to do so. And the earlier they can get involved, the better, So
That's really cool.
for sure.
And so you guys are, I know it's not the easiest to have to teach kids anything, but I would imagine that the subject matter is very interesting to them.
Mhm.
It's fun, right?
Mhm.
Like my son, actually, I mentioned earlier that 3 of my kids participated last week.
Oh,
And
awesome.
then this week, my son asked to continue again. He's going into high school.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'm learning a lot. And and he really likes the teachers.
True.
And he really appreciates their, just everyone's excited about what you guys are teaching.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of them are engineers or engineering majors. And he was inspired that he wants to get into engineering.
Yeah,
And
so-
that meant a lot to me.
Well, I'm glad he's enjoying himself. That's awesome to hear. We always
Yeah.
try to encourage all the students that, whatever you set your mind to, you can absolutely do it. No matter what you think or what people say, as human beings in general, we can always accomplish what we put our minds to. So, those are the things that I think of. Maybe, they might not understand it right away and those things, but patience and, just continuing to, slowly introduce topics and walk them through it are some of the things that we're into here, Young Engineers.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say? It looks like he actually finally found the link.
Oh, there you go.
And I could add him to the feed. So if you guys, I don't know how he's going to go through this, but let me see. Hey guys.
that's. I think they're showing the bio.
Oh, so you guys have fish tanks?
Yes, ma'am. the
You guys could
marine-
actually tell us a little bit more. I mean,
Yes, that looks like the marine biology lab.
actually,
And then can you show the EKG machine?
Oh, he's,
Oh,
oh, wow.
he's
He's showing the 3D printers.
now I can hear him.
Hey, can you hear us?
It might be loud for him. Khary, can you hear us? All right, let me guess. It's you, Khary.
Khary's not here at the moment. It's actually me just recording all of the equipment.
Oh, we can hear you better. Is this Trenton?
No, this is not Trenton. I was just there with you. Down there.
Rashir.
The one with the green shirt.
Hey, Rashir.
Well, here's Khary now.
Hey
Oh,
guys.
perfect.
Hey.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Good to see you.
Good.
to see you.
We can hear you really well. And if you wanted, like, do you want to talk about it? Because I was going to ask them to, like, as you pan through, they can talk about it. You know, you go ahead and just like stir the conversation.
Well, this is really the setup that we have for the 3D printers. We have the FDMs and the resin printers. This is what they've been working on and learning to calibrate. And also, you know, they disassemble them, put them back together. So they learn all aspects of the 3D printer, not just how it works, but how it functions. And they also learned about the different type of materials that go along with it. You know, the PLA, ABS, the different type of materials we use to print. That's what we have with the 3D printers here. And that's what I'll show you guys here. And I can also quickly show you guys the lab where we have some of the aquaculture activities we've been working on.
Cool.
Forgive the noise in the back. Those kids are really excited.
Don't worry, we can't really hear it.
Good.
We can only hear you.
Yeah, no interference.
All right. So you see, we've been working with the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, Division of Aquaculture. They've been doing activities regarding aquatics. And so you see we have an African clawed frog. You can see there. We also have betta fish, goldfish, clams, freshwater clams, snails, and a variety of other animals here. We have our hydroponic towers where the kids were growing different vegetables. And that's pretty much it up here. We have stuff we're doing outside, but I don't want to walk out there to show just yet.
Hey,
We're
really
hot outside.
hold on a second.
Can you show them the oscilloscope and power supply in the middle school room?
Yes.
They might be doing an activity there, but if you turn the light on so they can see, or
They're coding right now.
yeah, they're in a coding session right now, actually, with our other instructor,
Oh,
Lucas.
cool. And I know there's certain, you know, it's like,
Yeah, they're doing a lesson right now. Sorry.
Well,
I'll show you what that.
you can still go to
This
it.
is Lucas.
Yeah.
All right.
hey,
we're just going over some.
If you go to the back of the room, you should see it there set up. Do you see it?
All right, so we don't actually need
So,
because
the machine on the left is the oscilloscope. It reads signals coming from a circuit that we have set up. Can you show the circuit right there in the frame? No, it's to your right. It's to your right. That circuit that all the wiring is plugged into.
The board.
The circuit board, do you see it? Yeah. So that circuit board is hooked up to the oscilloscope and the power supply. And actually what we've been doing with that is EKGs. So if you ever go to a hospital and how to get your heart rhythm checked and stuff like that, we actually, I demonstrated to the students earlier how to build the circuit for that and then display their heart signals onto the oscilloscope. So we use these electrodes, 2 arm electrodes, and then there's one for the leg as well.
oh,
The grounding
yeah, and that's why you have it
electrode.
on the arse.
Yes, so that's what these are for.
I just
So,
noticed them.
Yeah, so we demonstrated to the students exactly how it works, all of the circuitry, the op amps that are used, operational amplifiers, and the capacitors, resistors, all that good stuff.
That's really
We
cool.
demonstrated to them how, and that readout there is from one of our students earlier during the lesson.
Oh,
I
nice.
just stopped the graph so that it would stay on the screen.
And don't worry, Khary, because we're muted so that your lesson can continue and you don't have to talk too much. And I didn't want you to have to worry about disrupting your teacher over there. But yeah, no, this is really awesome. I didn't even realize you guys actually had that much extra equipment with the sample fish tanks and different things. I didn't even realize you also had a hydroponic, whatever is that thing called?
Hydroponic tower. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and let me unmute Khary, like just in case. Hey, Khary, I unmuted you if you're able to talk now.
Yes. So that was just Kazi did a great conversation about some of the lessons that he was working on with his class. But that's it's really this is just the tip of the iceberg of some of the activities we are working on with the kids and what we have planned even for the future. So we have a high school camp coming up in 2 weeks at the public library. We have an arts camp and next week and the week after at AR workshop on Thomasville Road, 1950 Thomasville Road. And then we have a bunch of other workshops and after school programs coming up this fall. So we have a full calendar this fall and then also coming up in spring. So we're very excited to really get more involved in the community around Tallahassee, north side, south side, etc., east, west. So we're going to be all over the city. And we're really looking to get more engaged and just in the community with our young people.
Yeah, this is awesome. And I mean, I'm not trying to conclude the conversation here that we're having because I'm so already interested. But I would love to say, since you mentioned that you have a full year's worth of programming and more support to youth. If there's anybody out there in the community who happens to see this recording later, because Khary had asked me if he's interested, possibly we would feature, staff and even students who want to talk about their projects. So like we could have a series that's sponsored by a local business that would like to feature those interviews live.
That would be great. Yes.
Anybody in town that want to support the young engineers, the staff, the students, and just talk about all the fun things that they're innovating here, right?
Absolutely.
Here in
Absolutely.
Thanks, Khary. I know you're super busy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just kick you off.
All right. It's great seeing you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And then I will go ahead and just conclude here with your staff because I know they have to get back to their classes.
Yes.
Khary. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And this is really exciting. And is there anything that you'd like to say when, to conclude before we sign off?
Well, the main thing that I would like to say is just that this is a very nurturing environment for young minds, and we look forward to continuing that tradition of, showing them concepts and introducing things to them that they might not see, at school or in other programs. We really want to give them as much of an enriching experience as we possibly can. So,
and y'all serve like you have a partnership with Leon County Schools,
correct?
I believe, and you're also hopefully working with some private schools, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Or you're willing to. How is the staff size? Like, do you feel like you could use some more support?
I'd say we're pretty well staffed.
Okay, good.
We have about 3 to 4 teachers in every classroom, so it definitely feels like there's enough hands to kind of keep everything orderly and keep the students engaged. So definitely, I think we're good there.
This is great. And so thank you again for all that you guys do for our community. I appreciate that you guys are investing into the youth of Tallahassee. We'd love to have you guys back on, and I will go ahead and sign off. Thanks, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.